Here's a question I think a lot of people are going to relate to. One of our viewers wants to know, when I'm shopping, should I be looking for sugar to cut back on or cut back on fat? The advice is confusing. Well, you're absolutely right. It is confusing. And for years, nutrition experts have been saying low-fat diets, but low-fat diets are not working. Heart disease remains the #1 killer of men and women. Diabetes and obesity rates are higher than ever. So what we're doing is not working, and we need to make some changes. So the answer to your question is, it is more important to cut back on sugar and choose the right kinds of fats. So fat doesn't get a free pass because fat is loaded with calories. But more important than how much fat you're consuming is the type of fat. So even though fats have twice as many calories as carbohydrates or sugars, healthy fats like those found in vegetable oils, avocados, nuts, fatty fish have tremendous health benefits. It's the basis of the Mediterranean diet, which is a high-fat diet, and there's scores of research showing that it's good for your heart and it's good for weight loss. But the fats that we want to control, we want to try to totally eliminate trans fats in processed foods and limit the amount of saturated fats in animal foods because they're associated with elevating blood cholesterol levels. So, and that's a risk for heart disease. So we want to make sure that we choose the right fats and we cut back on sugar, because when it comes to sugar, it sure makes food taste good. But if you eliminate it from your diet, you wouldn't be missing any vital nutrients. There's no consequence. And the American Heart Association recommends that we only get about 100 calories worth of sugar. And it's really dependent on your age and sex and activity level. So if you're running marathons, you're certainly going to allowed to have more free or what we call discretionary calories. But that's where sugar fits in. It's an extra, it's a treat. So pick healthy carbs, whole grain breads and whole grain pastas and fruits and vegetables. And when it comes to fats, choose the healthy fats, olive oil, canola oil, any kind of vegetable oil, except for coconut oil, because that is a saturated fat. So choose foods that you enjoy. Choose foods that you can lose weight, because most of us are trying to do that. And by doing that, you'll find that you need to cut back on sugar. Keep sugar's fine in your diet, but remember, it's a treat. And when it comes to fats, choose the healthy fats.